What is up, Uneducated Duo Podcast fam? My name is Pablo,
And I'm Gerald.
and this is episode 38.
Yep, 38.
Damn, episode 38.
No special guests, too. It's been, 2 weeks now we had special guests?
Yeah, 2 weeks, and we're back to being uneducated and duo.
What the fuck? All right, so every episode we start with a one gotta go, and this episode we're doing Adam Sandler's, sidekicks, I guess, or, people who are, co-stars in all his movies. And we went with Rob Schneider, Steve Buscemi, Kevin James, and Chris Rock. And just to give everybody an idea of who those people are, Rob Schneider is the guy who always says you can do it in all the movies, right?
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi is the crazy-eyed dude from Mr. Deeds.
He always has like a crazier part in most movies.
Kevin James co-stars in I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Yep, and he's in Grown Ups.
Chris Rock is in Grown Ups, and he co-stars in another show, something wedding. I don't remember the name.
In The Longest Yard as well.
Yeah, Longest Yard. All right, you want to go first, second, third, fourth?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first.
All right, what's up?
So first off the list, this is easy for me. It's Rob Schneider. I'm a pretty big Adam Sandler fan, and his roles are the ones that, when I hear the name, I know who it is. It's Rob Schneider. He's the guy that's like, you can do it.
Yeah,
and
he does that in every movie.
Even in The Longest Yard, he's like, kick their freaking ass because he's a prisoner.
Yeah, he's one of the good prisoners, though, right?
Yeah. So he got to go to the game or whatever. He's also the delivery guy in Big Daddy, and I like how they moved him over to the Mr. Deeds movie as well.
All right.
Because when he's saving the lady from the building, they just there's a small part where they show him coming by as still the delivery guy. So Rob Schneider, number one for me.
That's true. In Mr. Deeds, when he saves the fat lady, right? One of the cats lands in his delivery cart.
Oh, yep. Exactly.
All right.
And most of these other guys, like I said, I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, but I had to look up their parts because it's hard to remember them off the top of my head. But once when I see them in the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, that's who that guy is, and now I'll know their name. But
okay, but Rob Schneider also has he's got all these parts, but they're so small. Where Kevin James or something, he's in the whole I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry movie. He's probably got more screen time in that one movie.
Yeah, but for me, Rob Schneider is more memorable, and I'm more of a older movie sort of Adam Sandler fan. So I don't know. He's just, even in the movie Grown Ups, he's such a weirdo.
Yeah,
he's got that wife.
He's the one with the old wife, and they're like
super
Maze.
Yeah.
Maze.
And he starts eating the chicken too with all the ashes on it. It was fucking weird. He's just always got weird parts in the movies because we didn't even talk about it, but I didn't talk about it. 51st Dates. He's the brother with the clouded eye too, which
the Hawaiian dude.
Yeah. He's just, I guess his name was Ula.
With the kids and stuff.
Yeah. And I feel he wasn't a main character, but he was. And actually, no, he's not a brother. He owns a restaurant, I think. The brother's got the little short tank top.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. Rob Schneider, I knew his name and I knew his parts. So that's why he's got to go off first for me. Just off my personal experience, that's who I recognize the most.
All right, man. Well, for me, out of these four, first off, I don't know. I feel like I have a weird choice here, but for me, it's Steve Buscemi, right? Because he plays, his character is always just funny as fuck. It's never prolonged. It's always super short. In Mr. Deeds, he's Crazy Eyes. He's got he's the guy that orders the fucking weird ass pizza with Oreos and shit on it.
French fries and Oreos.
Yeah. And he watches. He's just funny, man. He watches TV, and his eyes are all fucked up, and he's like, "Holy shit! I thought we were watching something else." That's Deeds, And
yeah, he's such a good character. I agree.
It's weird for me because him and Adam Sandler are friends, right? So he's in all these Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
But out of all the actors, he's got the most serious roles. He's got other movies where he's really serious. But in Adam Sandler movies, he always plays that same out there character who's funny as fuck. And there's just so many. So like, he's the homeless guy in Big Daddy.
Homeless guy.
He's the home when they go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the homeless dude who has like father issues
That's
and shit.
funny shit, bro. He shows him the McDonald's bag. He's like, "Oh, Deeds is a great father."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like fucking bribed and shit. So I just feel like he got the better. His are always slightly different than Rob Schneider's because he's always like, you can do it guy. It doesn't matter what movie it is. Like, fucking Longest Yard, you can do it when they're about to win the game. And the Water Boy's like, you can do it when they're gonna do the trying to get him back on the team. Even in Little Nicky, he's the fucking you can do it guy when he wants him to like bite the head off of that bat.
Dude, man, that's why it's so awesome to me personally, because like, you know, when you see cameos of like Stan Lee in Marvel movies, like
yeah,
shit, like
yeah, sort of, huh?
Yeah.
You see that small part and you're like,
damn, that was badass.
Yeah, it's like not relevant to the story, but you're like, that's cool, or like that was funny, or that's
yeah, not to take away from Steve Buscemi because
entertaining.
His shit is funny too, bro. Like a part that was memorable for me too was when those rich guys are with Mr. Deeds or whatever, and he delivers the pizza, and he's like, "Who's your friends?" And he's like, "Oh, I just inherited $50 million."
Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't like him.
Yeah, dude. So I think I don't know, I just find him funnier than Rob Schneider, so I'd pick him over him. And then he plays that whole role where he's like anti Chuck and Larry in the movie. He's trying to like stop he's right the whole time. Yeah. They're obviously faking.
Yeah.
But he comes off kind of like a dick the whole time.
Well, he's the investigator, right?
Yeah, he's the investigator.
Yeah, and he's like looking through their trash and shit, trying to find evidence.
Yeah, I just like him. I like the way he acts. He's got like a certain, I don't know if it's his voice or something. And like, hey, I don't know if this is a well-known fact. I don't know if anybody knows this, but his father was a fireman. No, not his father. He was a fireman for a while, a volunteer fireman. And when like 9/11 happened, he actually went back and volunteered at that same place.
Really?
Yeah, because I guess he was a fireman for like 2 years when he was younger.
I had no idea about that because he's like, when I picture a fireman, I picture a big, strong dude or whatever.
He's probably
like
strong.
Scrawny guy.
He was probably stronger back in the day.
Maybe, yeah, but that's pretty cool.
So I'm taking him number one.
All right, man. Well, that brings me to my number two, and it's Steve Buscemi. Like,
all right.
Just off the top of my head, a scene that comes to mind is when in Grown Ups, when they're at the water park. I think that was 2. Grown Ups 2.
No, it's the first one. It's the first one.
Okay, so in the first one where like he's hanging from his legs.
He's like, I'm an animal.
He's like, why don't you do it?
I'm an animal. And then he hits
like,
that fucking
I
thing.
got kids. And then that guy does it and he crashes into the fence. I'm like, oh, goddamn.
Yeah, his name's Wiley in that one.
Yeah, Wiley. So, I mean, that's one of the most memorable scenes in there. But the second one is the one where he gets the pizza delivered and shit. And he's like, I don't like them. You know, and like, what kind of combination is that? It's like French fries and Oreos. But yeah, he's another like super big, and I'm like an OG Adam Sandler fan. So these guys are in older movies, but they're also in newer ones like Grown Ups.
Right.
So that's why
is Grown Ups new? Didn't that come out like 7 years ago or some shit?
It's new to me, man. Like,
all right.
Steve Buscemi, number 2. We already talked about him quite a bit. I think even in like the Chuck and Larry, and I'll pronounce you Chuck and Larry, he played a little bit more serious role to what an Adam Sandler movie is, you know?
I'll give you that.
Because he's trying to investigate like fraud, basically, which obviously the marriage is, but it's just crazy to see the different sides of him because, you know, he's in the investigator, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, but he's also the crazy-eyed homeless guy from Big Daddy, and I'm pretty sure he's homeless in Mr. Deeds as well.
He lives like in a shack, bro.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah, in a shack. And he's also like, have you ever seen Billy Madison?
I have. Yeah, it's been a long time though.
He's the guy who was gonna like kill all his like high school bullies or whatever it is. Who like has a call with him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But he ends up not doing it. He ends up being like the hero of the movie.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just his face is like recognizable, you know, because we didn't even talk about it, but he's actually, because my kids watch this a lot. Hotel Transylvania.
I've never seen that shit.
He was a werewolf in that movie with a bunch of kids, and his voice. You're right. His voice is very distinct. Like, you know, it's him. So number 2, Steve Buscemi, just based off of his cameos I really liked, and honestly, I didn't even know he was the werewolf until today. But thinking back, like his voice, like I always knew, like that voice sounds familiar. I just don't know names.
All right, all right. Well, for me, number 2, Kevin James, bro. Kevin James, because specifically in Now I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, they played off. I think that's like the first movie they did together. It might not be. I don't fucking have Adam Sandler's history.
Yeah.
I don't know his fucking Wikipedia page, but that movie, oh, they're just so good together. Like it has like little hints of like serious moments, you know, like he's trying to get insurance for his kids, but they go through all this wacky bullshit where they pretend to be gay.
Yeah.
And I think they play off each other really well. And you can, it's because they have a genuine friendship, right? So I have like this weird thought, like they have a real friendship outside of their films. Then on film, it translates way better, right? That's why all these people, that's why he always keeps the same people in his crew. You watch an Adam Sandler movie, there's like fucking 8 dudes that like get rotated through that are like in all the movies.
Yeah, and Kevin James was a later addition too. I would agree with that. They play off really well as like friends, because even in the movie Pixels,
right? He's in Pixels too, movie, right?
And he's the mayor, and he's just like a tech repair guy.
He's in Hubby Halloween too. He's like another cop. I only got halfway through that movie because I haven't finished it, but he's in more of the Adam Sandler Netflix type shit.
Yeah, now he is, yeah.
Because he's got that Netflix deal where he has to make movies.
That's so weird, man. Now that you mention it, like I see it where like Kevin James and Adam Sandler, because you said they're friends outside of.
They got the good rapport, bro. It's like when he does a movie with any of these guys, right? Chris Rock or a David Spade or a Kevin James, whoever it is.
Yeah.
If it's someone that he's like actually friends with, because even him and Jennifer Aniston have been friends for a really long time. So when they do movies together,
they're pretty good.
Yeah, it comes off like way better chemistry.
And more genuine, yeah.
Yeah, more genuine. But I like Kevin James because like when I look at it like toe to toe, someone like Rob Schneider. Well, Chris Rock a little bit, but someone more like Rob Schneider who's got all those smaller roles. I don't think he can play like the secondary character in the movie. You know, that's why he never does.
Yeah.
He can't like go like punch for punch with Adam Sandler when it comes to comedy the way like Kevin James can, because he had all his own. He had Kings of Queens, like his own comedy show, you know, so he's like more seasoned when it comes to being popular and like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Good, I guess. I just think he's funnier than Rob Schneider, I guess. And then in Grown Ups, they're really good together. You know what's fucking dope about Grown Ups? The whole movie? I like that they talk shit to each other in the movie, like the way real friends do.
A lot of shit, yeah.
Yeah, like they give each other like, and it's not even like, oh, fuck you, fuck that, you know, like bad word shit. It's like the kind of shit that a friend would know about another friend. Right?
Yeah, no, it's true. Because, what was it?
Even slightly racist shit. Because, like, at one point, like, Chris Rock shakes someone's hands, and Kevin James' character's all like, oh, man, it's like shaking hands with an eagle because he's black.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like he picked a good cast to have, but I would take Kevin James, number 2.
Wow.
I just like him. I think he's funny.
All right, man. Well, so I'm on my pick number 3.
Yeah, you got Chris Rock and Rob. No, I have Chris Rock and Rob Schneider left. Do you have Chris Rock and Kevin James?
Kevin James left. Yeah, these are both newer actors in the realm of Adam Sandler movies for me personally.
Dude, Longest Yard came out in like 2004 or some shit.
Yeah, but besides Longest Yard, like Grown Ups was his next movie.
Yeah.
Most of the movies that I really, really like of Adam Sandler's are pre like 2000, I think. If I remember right. I mean, I don't look at dates and shit, but
when he's on the come up.
Yeah. So
yeah, because he was fucking hitting hard for a while. He was throwing up like banger after banger, and then you got shit like some shitty movies like Jack and Jill and the one where he like lost his kid or something, or Home. What is that one called?
Where he lost his kid.
No, or like he like goes, his like wife's in jail and he's like a weirdo and his kid like hates him.
Oh, is that like Little Nicky?
No, Little Nicky's an older movie. I don't remember, but like he did have a while where like movies were coming out and they were trash.
Yeah, and just kind of some pros and cons for Kevin James and Chris Rock. I wasn't a big fan of him in Grown Ups. I don't know why. He didn't resonate with me. And Chuck and Larry, I really liked the way they played off each other because I mean, Adam Sandler in that movie was like a big playboy, like always getting girls and stuff.
You didn't like Kevin James in Grown Ups?
No, I wasn't a big fan of him in Grown Ups. In Pixels, I felt like their friendship really showed, like because they were best friends in the movie,
Right.
and then now knowing that they're best friends outside of the movie, like I just really saw it as really genuine. Like, damn. And going back to Hotel Transylvania, he was in that movie as well. He played Frankenstein.
Dude, I didn't even know that was an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. So
Never even heard of that shit.
He played Frankenstein in that movie. And I like the movie. I watched all three of them. Chris Rock, on the other hand, he was in Grown Ups. I really like this character.
He's kind of a bitch in Grown Ups.
Him and his wife always played off each other. Yeah, that was the thing. Like
he's like a stay-at-home dad, but he's like a female, like he's a stay-at-home, but they make him really, really like feminine in the movie.
Yeah, so I mean, I like this character in there. It was a little bit more stand out-ish for me because, like you said, I mean, he was more of a feminist man, had a wife that was pregnant, but was like cheating on him with like the nanny or whatever. His role in The Longest Yard was like a huge role,
caretaker
for him. Yeah, caretaker.
Fuck yeah, dude, he's dope in that movie, man.
Because even when he died, he was still getting them shit because he got him all the uniforms and shoes and shit. Because he had a cousin who drove for Reebok and shit.
Yeah, he's the main dude in that movie.
So, I don't really see any real big cons for me on Chris Rock's side. So I'm gonna go with Chris Rock. I feel like his caretaker role rescinded with me more than any role that Kevin James has played in an Adam Sandler movie. Personally,
it just stuck with you more.
Yeah, The Longest Yard, like.
So you think The Longest Yard is just a better movie than I've now pronounced Chuck and Larry?
I just think it's a way better movie than any of these other movies that Kevin James has been in. And his role, man, like when he dies too, I was like, God damn. And then it was kind of funny because the part that I remember from The Longest Yard with Chris James was, no, I'm sorry.
Chris James.
With Chris Rock was when they go and look up like reports of all the inmates.
The half a star?
Yeah, he's like, you're half a star, He's like, no, that's got to be wrong. No, yeah, he's half a star, man. Half a star dangerous. So I felt like his role as like a secondary in that movie, because I really feel like he was a secondary until he died.
Yeah, he's the co-star.
Yeah,
that's the whole point. It's like he's a co-star in that movie. Like you see the movie and like they're both on the fucking
on the cover and shit.
Yeah.
And he's not even in the movie for half the movie. Like that just speaks a lot, I think, because he was only in it for like whatever 3/4.
He's in there like 3/4 of the movie.
And then he dies, and that's a big part too of the movie. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Chris Rock over Kevin James. I'm not a super big fan of Kevin James.
All right. So I've got Rob Schneider and Chris Rock left, right?
Right.
And I'm taking Schneider over Rock. My main reason is like, okay, so Chris Rock, he has he's caretaker in The Longest Yard.
Uh-huh.
A good role. You get to see the whole, like, he's showing him the whole black side of prison and how to survive and shit. And he's funny as fuck. He's just all around funny because he's a comedian, He's like one of the best comedians out there.
Yeah.
So like, he plays that role great. And then you got him in Grown Ups. But in Grown Ups, I feel like he's one of the like lesser character friends. Like he's one of the friends that like doesn't get showcased as much as the rest of them. And besides those two examples, even though I fucking love The Longest Yard and I think he's dope as fuck, and he is good in Grown Ups, I just don't think he's like up to snuff, I guess, when it comes to his Adam Sandler resume. And like Rob Schneider, even though he's in all the movies and he plays almost the same guy in all of them, like they put it in there so well that it's like always one of the most memorable parts of the movies,
Yeah, I agree.
Like you see him in, okay, the best thing I think he's done in any Adam Sandler movie is when he's in Big Daddy and they're spelling out the words and he goes hip hop anonymous when he's trying to read hippopotamus.
Damn you gave him the easy ones.
Yeah, that's the best fucking thing he does. And then he's always got the, oh, you can do it or whatever, right? So I take him over Chris Rock in terms of only Adam Sandler movies, like the movies that they've been in with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and that's all we're basing this off of.
Yeah, that's what I'm basing this one off of. What we're basing this list off of. Because Chris Rock doesn't have enough stuff, bro. He's only got The Longest Yard and Grown Ups, and I know there's a newer movie called like The Week of, but I haven't seen it yet because it came out like a year or two ago,
Yeah.
and I think it's a Netflix exclusive, one of those Netflix movies. But like, there's some Adam Sandler movies I couldn't even bring myself to watch. Like, what's that? What, like The Ridiculous Six or something?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, there's a couple of them for a while where like I was like, all right, bro, you got to stop because these are getting bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hit or miss with this newer shit because I was a real big fan of The Cobbler.
Okay, wait. If you had to put these four guys in order of just those guys, what would you do? Like a real quick.
Like
who would you
in
get?
general?
Yeah, like who would you get rid of if you could think of their own projects and shit? I can give you my list real fast.
I'd get rid of Steve Buscemi. It'd be hard for me to categorize the other ones just because I don't know any independent Steve Buscemi films.
Really?
Yeah, and yeah, I just don't.
Out of these four, like if I did the order and I was like just talking about their other parts, I would keep Steve Buscemi first because of he's in Reservoir Dogs and he's in is it Pulp Fiction? I think I can't remember exactly, but he's done a lot of serious roles, and then he's got funny ass little cameos in Adam Sandler movies, right? And then I would take Chris Rock second, basically just off of like stand up comedy / his fucking Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
I love that show. And then all his own movies, they're all right. They're not like the best, but he's still funny as fucking them.
Yeah.
Right. And then I take Kevin James because of his own movies like Paul Blart Mall Cop, which I think is fucking hilarious. And he's also Here Comes the Boom. Have you seen that one where he's like a teacher who wants to be a UFC fighter?
No.
And he gets his ass kicked a bunch of times and eventually he does like win a fight in the UFC.
No, I haven't watched that.
Yeah, so I'd take Kevin James next and I'd get rid of Rob Schneider because like his solo projects suck ass. The only movie I can think of where it's just him that was good is Benchwarmers. Because Benchwarmers was gold, but like I didn't like Deuce Bigelow. I didn't like that one where he like becomes a girl, like switches bodies with like a little girl or some shit. That shit was weird.
Yeah, the only one I can think of for Rob Schneider is the Benchwarmers, but again, I don't know a Steve Buscemi film independently, so he'd have to go for sure for me.
All right. Well, that's the one gotta go. We went with Adam Sandler, like mainstays in his movies. We picked the most recognizable names and more like prominent roles too in his movies.
Yeah, it's something that like names people would know, or like at least characters.
Yeah, or at least characters.
Off, yeah, because
And the list went. What'd you get rid of? I ultimately got rid of Chris Rock.
And I got rid of Kevin James. I went Rob Schneider, Steve Buscemi, Chris Rock.
And I went
Kevin James.
Steve Buscemi, Kevin James, Rob Schneider.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
You know Rob Schneider? This is weird too. Do you know Rob Schneider is like Tigres fan? The Mexican soccer team?
I did not know that.
Yeah, like he wears the jerseys and shit and he goes to the games like in Mexico because his wife is a Hispanic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's like a real big fan of a Mexican league team.
Is he from Mexico?
No. I don't think he is, but I'm pretty sure his wife is, and he goes down to watch the games. And another fact, he's also a fucking anti-vaxxer.
Really?
Yeah. He's a very prominent believer in anti-vaxxing.
Bro. Where do you come up on this?
I just fucking read shit randomly, dude.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I'm just scrolling through like the Snapchat shit, like the extra stuff, and you're like, oh, whoa, I didn't know that about that person. Then I read the shit.
That's probably why he played the hippie part in Grown Up so well.
Because he doesn't believe in fucking vaccinating his kids.
He believes in natural remedies.
Have you met an anti-vaxxer in real life?
I have not. I don't understand it.
I met a girl who's an anti-vaxxer, right?
Yeah.
And she was telling me, basically, because I don't understand it either, right? So I was like, why do you not vaccinate your kids, right? Because I know there's like this like super small percentage probably that it could mess with, but I don't think it's like a very prominent number. I want to say it's less than like 1%, right? Like some weird like 0.0 something percent.
Yeah, I think there's no like facts. There's no like research to back up anti-vaxxer claims.
I don't know. I know. Well, basically, she was telling me, right? She's like, so when you vaccinate kids, or like certain kids get vaccinated and they can lose after it happens, like their personality gets like dulled, basically. Like they're not like the same almost. Like it affects them certainly.
Yeah.
So she was telling me that they're never going to vaccinate their kid, and I was like, that's kind of crazy to me. Like you're just gonna like leave your kid wide open to all that possible stuff, and she's like, I don't think it's really necessary. And I don't know. I'm coming from a fucking general point, bro, because the vaccination just seems normal to me. Because it's not like they're vaccinating you every day of your fucking life. They're giving you vaccines for shit, diseases that are like killed off, you know, or like the flu or something.
Well, as far as I know, there's two types of anti-vaxxers. One of them believe that the government's like putting chemicals to control you in them.
All right.
Or track you.
So like conspiracy dudes?
Yeah, and then the other one is that they believe it causes autism.
Yeah, some sort of disease, right?
Yeah, there's some sort of a
mental issue
or something, you know. So those are the two types of anti-vaxxers I know. Thankfully, I've never had to speak with one.
Thankfully, I like the way you put that. Thankfully, I've never had to like discuss this with them.
Yeah, it's like Latinos for Trump, man. It's like something I just can't understand because, like, people not vaccinating their kids could bring back like smallpox and shit, you know. It's just a crazy thing to me, like. The small percentage of risk in it is like so minimal.
Maybe they just want more control, bro. I bet you it's a control thing because I bet it feels weird to like give your kid and they get vaccinated right away, right? For like whatever the first vaccines are.
Probably the anti-vaxxers that believe that are also the like anti-mask people. I would believe
the people that don't want to go in Walmart with their mask.
Yeah, because they believe that it's an infringement on their rights or something, or they want to be in control of it, you know.
Yeah, that's just a weird fact I knew about Rob Schneider. Apparently, he's an anti-vaxxer.
I believe him, man. I saw him drying fruit and shit.
Drying fruit?
Yeah.
What do you mean drying fruit?
Wasn't he like drying fruit in Grown Ups?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you meant like in real life, like you saw him drying fruit. I was like, well, how do you even do that? Like, he hangs it up on a fucking string?
No, yeah. Not in real life, in the movies.
All right, well, we're going to cut to a quick commercial real quick.
All right.
And we're back. And this is part of the show where we always talk about different news or whatever we thought was interesting on the fucking internet. So, presidential election just went down. Biden, bro, is the official, although it's still not technically official, but I was
going to say unofficial.
Yeah, the unofficial
president-elect.
Yeah, he's the new president. So, thoughts?
Shit, bro. You just opened a fucking can of worms, to be honest. Or is that the expression?
Really? What's the can of worms?
Not the can of worms. You just opened up like a full ass can of something, you know? Like a lot of thoughts go through my head. Very stressful week for me, to be honest, because I was like glued to the TV, CNN, Fox News, like
trying to see if he was going to win.
Yeah, we have cable and they had like this channel where you could watch 4 different news sites at once.
Right.
Okay. I was like on there.
Like they had it like in picture and picture and picture.
Yeah, because I like to look at both perspectives, and anytime like one of them would come up and talk, I'd like to see what CNN is saying and what Fox News is saying.
All right.
And I was honestly pretty shocked because like Trump came out and gave a speech basically saying that he had won and that there was a bunch of fraud going on.
That was at the end of day one, right?
Yeah, at the end of day one, and
that's when Georgia and Pennsylvania were still red.
Yeah, and both stations to me came off very, which was kind of alarming, like on the same page, you know, where like it's too early to call it. I don't know why he went out there and said he was the winner.
Did even Ben Shapiro, like the most controversial conservative weird ass dude.
I wouldn't call him the most controversial, but yeah, he's one of them.
He's fucking controversial, dude. That's a weird dude.
Yeah, he makes a lot better points than Alex Jones, though.
True, but it's just because he's more educated, so he can make them seem less crazy. But even he came out and said it was too early for the president to say that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a really weird thing to watch because, like, I'm watching like Biden's speeches, and anytime Trump came up and talked about anything, I really felt excluded from his speeches because I don't feel like he was talking to me directly.
Right.
I feel like he was just talking to like his supporters mainly. And when I was watching like a Biden speech, he was talking about unity and how he's going to be a president for everybody. And I don't know, that really resonates with me, even with all this conspiracy about voter fraud going around, which both stations, I was watching CNN and Fox News, both were saying he has a legal right to contest the counting of votes and stuff, and the legitimacy of it. But they were both also saying that even if it happens, because in every election there's like dead people's socials that come up. I guess somebody's voting with people's dead socials, people's socials that have passed away.
Right.
I guess that's happened in most elections, but it's not significant enough to make a difference.
Well, I don't know. It might not even be that. It could easily be someone votes early and then dies, because people die all the fucking time.
That could be it too. I mean, there's just so much, and just so crazy to me, man. Like,
dude, me and kids at work get in arguments all the time, because I work with some smart people, some people I don't think are so smart, some people that are like extremists. Like one kid that I work with is like the most extreme far right conspiracy theory dude I've ever met in my life, right?
Yeah.
And like simple basic things that I talk to him about, and we have these giant like debates. I don't want to say arguments, but like more like debates, right?
Yeah.
Because he'll come in, and he came in and he's like, oh, you know, most people in the world hate Biden, right? So even when he gets elected, like all the countries are going to hate us. And I looked at him and I was just like, well, where did you get that information? Like, where did you read that, or show me who said that?
Trump said.
And he was just all like, that's just what the world thinks. That's what they believe. And I was like, all right, but like, where did you see it? Like, where in the world did you get this information? And like, he could never tell me. And I'm just like, dude, like, I don't care. Cause I don't, it's not like I take anything you say, you know, and believe it. I'm just like, I'm really curious about where you're getting your information. Cause sometimes the shit he says to me is so far out there.
Yeah.
Like even the voter fraud shit, right? He was like, this voter fraud thing is like that all the time. And he specifically brought up that whole event where the votes jumped up 100,000 and then came back down, right?
Which that's so ridiculous.
Right. And he was all like, that came up. And I was like, yeah, it happened. It was like a glitch or whatever happened. But then they fixed it right away. You can see them fix it. It goes right back down. And then he's all like, oh, yeah, well, I didn't see that part. I was like, well, what'd you do? Stop watching the video? I don't understand. It literally jumps up and then they fix it because some county accidentally sent in the wrong thing.
You know what a great representation of that is? So in Arizona, they were yelling, keep counting, because they were protesting outside like the
I remember.
place where they count, keep counting. And in Pennsylvania, there was Trump supporters outside the wherever they're counting the votes saying, stop counting, you know?
Yeah, and they were doing the whole praying thing. They're the people that had that video where like they're literally praying outside the voting.
Jesus,
the polls.
It's so weird to see people act like that, because I'm pretty sure it happened when Hillary lost. Like there was a lot of leftists doing some weird shit like that.
Probably.
Like, calling on like there being fraud and shit, but not as much as Trump, because even Trump thought there was fraud in the last election.
I think
because he lost the popular vote.
He's lost the popular vote twice now, right?
Yeah, twice.
I think there is going to be a recount in like the 3 states that just finished up, right?
Yeah.
Because like they were so close, and I think legally they just kind of have to, because like I don't think anybody won by more than like a real percentage. I think it was like point something of a percent.
Yeah, it was really small,
right?
Like,
but
the amount of votes was pretty marginal, I think, because here's what happened, and it's kind of confusing to me because it feels like Trump doesn't understand how like vote counting works.
Okay.
Because he kept saying, you know, they're going to count all the legitimate votes, but he told his followers for months not to vote by mail. And a lot of Democrats voted by mail. So that's what they were counting at the very end.
Yeah, at some point, the mail-in votes, I think it was like...
And that's why Biden's numbers jumped so much, because...
It was like 80-20%, something like that. 80% Democrat, 20% Republican.
Because, for instance, in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly, Trump at the end of Election Day was up 330,000 votes in Pennsylvania.
All right.
But Pennsylvania has some sort of law where they cannot count the mail-in ballots until Election Day.
Yeah.
But they have so much to deal with from in-person voting that they just hold that off until the very end.
And they broke records too, because certain places, like the years before, they'd get like 10,000 mail-in votes, and this year they were like up 500.
300,000.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Up like hundreds of percentage points and fucking just pure mail-in voting.
I mail-in voted. Fuck, I'm not gonna go stand with all these fucking maskers or whatever.
Anti-maskers?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have voted in person.
Yeah, I didn't. Me and my wife both voted by mail, and it was pretty sad to me to watch Trump go up there and basically call these Americans like liars, because you know who counts the votes? It's just citizens from both sides of the parties.
Right.
And basically he was saying that there was a bunch of fraud and they were probably duplicating ballots and shit, but both parties are also allowed to have observers in there. So I don't know what the big fucking deal is.
It's some sore loser type shit, bro. Because like you lose. Or even in, you know, when he made his statements or whatever, at one point he was winning, and then those states happened to flip. I think they didn't even flip until like 2 or 3 days later, right?
Yeah. It was a couple days because they were counting all the votes.
Yeah, because I remember just staring at it. And I was looking at the Associated Press map because it was the one that wouldn't change. Because, like, you know how they called Arizona pretty early for Biden? And it would show like the actual number, but like he had technically not won it yet. So I was just watching the Associated Press one because that one only changed when it would get like 99% of the votes in wherever it was.
Yeah.
To be sure. And he ends up winning. And I'm like, all right, cool, he won. And then like in my head, I'm like most presidents, you know, you're going to be like, okay, come the inauguration or whatever, you kind of respectfully walk off.
Yeah.
Fly away in your helicopter, kind of like Obama did with Trump, or just Bush did with Obama, you know, just traditionally. But I pictured fucking Trump like not even going to the fucking inauguration.
I don't think he's gonna go, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is all fucking hearsay. I don't know if this is true, but it just doesn't seem like the kind of dude, right, that's gonna show up.
Everything's pointing to him not doing things traditionally, and traditionally isn't bad because I mean it's respectful, you know.
It's weird, dude.
Like, even though Obama's welcomed the Trumps into the White House, you know, they were there.
So we have our first female VP, right?
Yeah, which is pretty dope as well.
And the same kid at work, dude, he's really, really into this conspiracy shit. And he's just like, man, the only reason that Kamala Harris is there is so that they could murder Biden and then he'll become president, or she'll become president and be able to do all this stuff. And I was all like, I don't think they're trying to murder their own fucking presidential candidate. I mean, I'm not Illuminati or anything, but it just seems like common sense to me that they're not going to try to kill him.
Yeah, it's a little crazy to me, man. Like,
that is some extreme shit.
I did see some good things though on social media. Like, I saw people taking down their Trump flags and saying, you know, it was a good run. Now it's time for the next one or whatever. But there was a lot less of that.
And there's more funny shit though. You saw all the funny stuff?
I saw a lot of funny
Did you
shit,
see the one where people were like confused? They're like, how'd the Republicans lose if like the whole US is like red?
Yeah.
And then they would zoom in on the map to like the other map, the one that shows like how the cities are, where the population is. And then there was one guy who was all like, look at this. Every city in Georgia that's blue, that's where you want to visit. Every city in Pennsylvania where anybody would ever want to go is blue. You don't go fucking be a tourist in anywhere red, because all the big cities are usually blue.
It's so funny because when I was little, I didn't understand it, and I would see the maps and I'd be like, how the fuck did that person lose? It's so red or so blue, you know?
Population.
Usually it's pretty red. But yeah, it's because of population, because, you know, highly populated cities in like Georgia were blue, but they're so small on the map, you can't see them, you know?
People were there was so much TikToks about it, just continuous TikToks about like fucking, I hate you, you hate me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because I think just in Phoenix alone, if you count Phoenix or Las Vegas, I think it was, that 72% of the population lives in one of those cities, you know.
Reno, so it's Reno and
the
Vegas,
Nevada area.
Yeah, because most of the fucking state is desert.
Yeah.
Nobody lives out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Most of the state is red, but there's only like 10,000 people in the red area.
Yeah.
So I did see some funny shit though. Like, there was these girls saying that they were gonna leave the country if Biden won. And then Canada's like, no, we're going to pass. We pass it on to Mexico. And then Mexico's like, no, we're going to pass. We pass it on to Australia. And then the Australian lady comes on. She's like, we're going to pass it on to our New Zealand. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it was good, man.
That Trump tweet's going viral too. The one where he said, if I lose, I'll leave the country.
Oh, yeah. You'll never see me again, basically, is what he said. And
I doubt that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen either. But it's also sad because he's golfing. He's been golfing for like the last 2 days, and there's still a shitload of people dying from COVID. Like instead of putting an action and plan a plan in action, he's out there golfing and shit. Like I don't know.
You can't just let your swing deteriorate, bro.
Yeah,
You got to be good at golf.
I guess
I've always wanted to try golf.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're president, maybe you want to give up that shit and take your job seriously,
All right, well, that's enough about the fucking election because it's pretty set in stone. Biden's going to be the new president. I mean, they're going to recount, but I mean, unless
if
something
you believe
crazy.
any of this conspiracies, I recommend you go up to Montana, stay in the forest, and look for Sasquatch.
Is that where they think fucking Sasquatch is Montana, or are you just fucking guessing?
I'm just sending them somewhere away.
Just somewhere away?
Yeah.
All
but
right.
a lot of politics, but there's actually been some funny shit going on too, though.
Like what?
Like the whole thing of those guys getting kicked out of this isn't political, but I guess some guys got kicked out of a hot spring for cooking a chicken inside the hot spring.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Yellowstone guys.
Yeah. So they were basically kicked out. I didn't read into it too much, but that's just the title alone is pretty funny.
Dude,
shit.
I didn't know you could even do that. Can you cook a chicken in a hot spring? How hot does the water have to be?
They're pretty hot, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they didn't get it up to like food safety standards, but they tried. Fuck.
I don't know. That's true though. That'd be funny as fuck. I mean, how do you get kicked out of a park for throwing live chickens or?
I think it was like a raw chicken, just dead already.
I think I picture it better as like a raw chicken because if it's a dead chicken,
if it's a live chicken, then it's like animal abuse.
Well, yeah, that's like getting kicked out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if it's a raw chicken, like, how do you get kicked out? I mean, I bought that shit at Walmart. I can do with it what I want.
But I think it like contaminates the water or something. I mean,
nah.
Maybe it gives the wrong message. Like,
it can't contaminate a hot spring. Hot springs are hot. They like kill the bacteria.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't read into it. The title was funny,
bro.
But whether it's live or dead, like maybe they don't want to send the message of bring your chicken down and cook it in our thermal water.
All right, I guess that's true. All right, so it's almost Thanksgiving, sort of. We're in fucking November, right?
Yeah.
And I've already seen people fucking with like Christmas lights and Christmas trees in their house and shit. Are you one of those guys who thinks it's too soon or not too soon?
I am one of those guys that doesn't give a fuck, to be honest.
At all?
Like, I don't care if people do it. I don't care if people don't do it. Like, I don't
it's too soon, bro.
I don't think there's a specific time when you should do it. I mean,
they should have respect for Thanksgiving and do it the day after.
Because fall and winter kind of almost fall in line, I feel like you can have your fall shit up and have it all the way through Christmas. I don't know. Because my wife wanted to put up the tree too.
Yeah, it's too early to put up the tree, bro.
Like, that's none of my fucking business.
I just think it's too early. Like, I seen people like with pictures, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever it is.
Yeah.
With their tree in the background already, right? And I'm thinking to myself, it's like the first week of fucking November.
Well, I mean, it's like a month ahead. You know what does bug me?
What?
Seeing Christmas lights in March that are still up.
The ones that stay up?
Yeah, like, come on, fucking.
Christmas lights is different. So, like, Christmas trees, I think it's too early. But, like, if it's like a house that has, like, legitimate Christmas lights, like, they go all out, and they're on their roof, they're on the side of the house doing the whole house decor shit, then, yeah. You want to do that shit early. Because if you're doing that shit in December when it's cold as fuck that. That's just all around terrible.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think people it kind of sets like the holiday mood because I feel like holidays start in November. Like the two main holidays are November, December, and it just sets you in the mood, like I'm okay with it. I don't have anything against it, but if people don't do it, I don't care either,
I think it's weird seeing someone's Christmas tree in their house in the middle of November, bro. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's not too weird for me.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Some of those Christmas trees cost a lot of money. You're only gonna use it for what? 2 weeks?
Like a real tree?
Like even just the plastic pre-lit ones.
Do you use a real tree?
We've used real trees. I'm not a big fan of them. They smell all right, but we always use like the artificial.
Yeah, the plastic artificial tree. Yeah, that's what we always have. And I don't know. It's just too soon, bro. That's what I think. I know. Okay, so we live in Idaho. We just had our first snow here. Snowed today for the first time.
Yeah, I took my kids sledding.
Sledding.
Yeah.
Sledding. I don't think there was enough snow to sled.
There wasn't, but I mean, it kind of worked out. It was all right.
Damn. I always hate snow, bro. I'm gonna be honest with people. Like snow, fuck snow, dude.
I love snow. I just hate people driving in snow. Not myself personally, but other people.
It inconveniences my everyday life because, like, I'm not a snowboarder, a skier, or even a person who, you know, I don't know, goes up to McCall and hangs out in a cabin during the snow or shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I've never been a big winter enthusiast type of guy. So, like, for me, snow just fucking hits the ground. It fucking makes my parking lots all slushy. It makes me have to wake up earlier, so I have to fucking warm up my car before I go anywhere. Oh man, it's just so inconvenient to my life. The only good thing about it is like it makes work slower because people don't want to go out in the snow as much.
Yeah, that's true. My main grief with snow is like other people driving in it. Because I used to start work at like 5 a.m., so I'd leave like 4:30ish from my house because there's no traffic, obviously. But when it snowed, you'd see these fuckers like driving down the road like if it was a normal day. And one time I saw this fucking guy. He passed me, and 15 minutes later, he was like flipped on the side of the road.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's fucking instant karma right there.
I've seen some crazy shit in snow too. Because like, even personally, like I've driven, it's like it snows really bad. I'm driving down a hill. And your car just starts to spin, and you're like, all right, let me just turn into the spin because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm just fucking spinning down this hill, fucking life flashing before my eyes and shit.
Are you a fast driver or slow driver in the snow?
In snow, I drive pretty much the same. Like if it's like a 35, I'll probably go like 30, 20, 29, somewhere in there.
I feel like everybody has like a scary, like,
I go like 5 less.
Situation in the snow.
The only time where I drive hella slow in snow and shit is like fresh snow. Yeah. But if it's snow that's already been driven through, there's usually a pretty set path, and if you kind of
use that
and drive normal, you know, you're good. But obviously you gotta fucking stop earlier and shit like that, because even though you hit your brakes, sometimes you still slide like an extra 10 fucking feet.
Yeah, and snow here isn't like too bad.
Yeah, not
there's
lately.
There's places that are really, really bad, but
our snow hasn't been that bad. You know what's bad though? I heard about this shit on the internet and I thought it was crazy. Fucking Johnny Depp just lost a court case in London, right, with a news source that called him a wife beater. So they call him a wife beater in their paper, whatever the fuck it was, a website. And he sues them and he loses that case. And I don't know why he lost it. I assume he loses it because of freedom of speech type stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But whatever the reason is, it was like a bad headline. So Warner Bros. Asked him to resign from all the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Really?
Yeah, so he's not going to be like that Grindelwald guy anymore.
And the articles they're putting out are saying that he, like, the headlines are just saying that he quit, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, because they asked him.
Going into depth, like, Warner Bros. Makes him to resign.
They asked him to resign, and then he said yes, you know, so like to make it look less bad. But basically, they fired him for losing that court case and like being labeled a wife beater.
Really?
So now he can't be the Grindelwald in those movies. And I've seen those movies. I don't think he's the kind of character you can replace. You know, it's like you can't have a different Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
So you can't have a different Grindelwald.
Yeah, it's weird. I hate when they replace characters in movies. It's not the same.
Yeah, unless it's like super small, it's not the same, bro.
Yeah, because even like in the Iron Man movies, which I'm a huge Iron Man fan, when they replaced the Colonel, Rhodey. Yeah, I like the first Rhodey way better. I was like, damn.
New Rhodey sucks.
Fuck. Yeah. No, he didn't suck, but I was just I like the very first Rhodey way more.
I like them both. But it's true though, like in terms of like if you find a role that's like really good in any show.
And the character's
so like
great.
Yeah, so like you got a Steve Carell like in The Office, and then he leaves and they try to replace him with other people.
Jesus,
the show dies, you know? The show dies because that guy was meant to play the role.
There was no way. There's no coming back from that, yeah.
So I don't know if he's that big in the Fantastic Beasts series yet, but
Have you watched Fantastic Beasts?
I've seen the first 2 movies. The third one isn't out yet, but I think he was really good in both of them. So I don't know how they're gonna.
I haven't seen them, so just a little bit of information. Are they like pre-Harry Potter movies?
They're pre-Harry Potter. They're like Harry Potter technically, but like in like the 50s.
Oh, okay.
So like instead of Dumbledore being old as shit, he looks like he's like 35, maybe 40.
My wife loves Harry Potter too. We need to watch the Fantastic Beasts.
The first two are pretty good. The third one got pushed back a bunch. So I don't know if it's coming out, but that sucks, bro. I feel like when you have characters that are weird like that, like the weirdo, freaky characters, like Johnny Depp is the guy. He's the guy to play that dude.
It's kind of funny too, because like I spoke about it in recent previous episodes, how like when I get into a fandom or something, I'll join a Facebook page for it.
Yeah, you're a Facebook group whore.
So I've been into Game of Thrones lately. So I joined a fan group for Game of Thrones.
Right.
And they're already taking like main characters from Game of Thrones and trying to replace the Grindelwald guy. Because they found out that...
Oh, they're going to use someone from there?
No, they're not. People are just throwing theories out there
just
of
like
who they think they should use.
Fan fiction shit?
Yeah. So it's just kind of funny how those worlds kind of cross, you know?
All right, what'd you hear about Alex Trebek?
I did, man.
The host of Jeopardy just died.
That's crazy.
Died from pancreatic cancer at age 80.
Even if you didn't watch Jeopardy, I'm pretty sure you knew who the guy was, you know? Like, that's how big that name was.
Jeopardy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's got the dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun,
and just his voice, too. Like, I feel like he had a pretty, like, standout-ish voice, you know?
Wait, he was the game show host. I don't know how long he hosted that fucking show.
As long as I've known.
30 years or something, maybe? How old is that shit?
I don't know. And I'm surprised to find out he was 80 years old. He looks like he was 50.
Really? He does look kind of young, huh? But I think that's just because they like cake makeup on all those people. Like not Dana. What's her name? Vanna White. Like she's been the girl on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah. Forever.
And
she's
still
gone through some hosts too.
Yeah, and she still looks young, but I'm sure they just like destroy her face with makeup.
That's true.
But like Trebek, bro, that dude is iconic. That's like a legendary game show host guy.
Yeah, it is.
It's like him and the Price is Right guy, whose name I can't remember. The one who beats up Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore.
I know who you're talking about. It doesn't come to my head.
Yeah, I can't think of the name either. But, you know, it's like a game show legend, and he's dead. I wonder if they replace him on the show now, or if the show just goes away. Because, like, he's so attached to that show.
I'm pretty sure they're going to
try to replace him.
Host. Yeah, because it's a big show, man.
It is a big show.
When I was in high school, I used to do, like, CNA clinicals.
Right.
And it was in nursing homes, and if you go in there, dude, every fucking TV was on The Price is Right or
in nursing homes,
or Jeopardy. Yeah, like I think that's where their main population comes from. You know,
their main like fans.
Yeah, because a lot of the young people you see go on the show, but I don't know a lot of people that actually watch the game.
The people on that show are crazy smart.
Yeah, they are. It's crazy.
I'm always curious how they find those people because like they ask them like questions. First of all, they'll ask them some easy ones, and I don't know them. But then once they get into like the high point stuff, I'm like, what?
And then the way you got to answer too.
You got to answer everything in a question form.
Yeah, like what is?
Or who is?
Yeah.
What was?
I was always confused by that until I got older. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, why do they do it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I thought you knew why.
No, I just didn't know why they did it. I still don't know why they did it, but now I understand like how they're answering, I guess.
What the point is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so R.I.P. Alex Trebek. Dude's legend.
Legend, man. Fuck.
They're probably going to rename the show Alex Trebek Jeopardy.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised, or give some sort of award or something.
An award? Something crazy like that?
Yeah.
All right. There's only one other thing that we saw that we thought was interesting enough to tell everybody about. Apparently some planet was discovered where it's like 5,000 degrees on the surface at all times, right?
Yeah, it's like 5,000 degrees and it rains lava. It's crazy.
Raining lava is like the scariest shit I've ever heard. Because like here, we went to McDonald's earlier and a piece of ice fell on my car and it was like loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was probably just a small piece of ice. So I can imagine if you lived in a world where like it rains lava rocks, just fucking hits your car and starts melting the shit out of it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. A lot of people, I guess, are comparing it to some world that was in Star Wars. Was like the big story.
Oh, where he kills him?
Yeah,
the one where he where he's like, I've got the high ground, and then he like cuts Anakin's legs off.
I think so, because it was like a lava world that was in Star Wars, and they discovered this world, which maybe there's not people, but maybe there's creatures on there. I don't know.
Dude, real space is so weird. Like me, okay. me and this kid at work too, who's like super religious, we're talking about God, right? And he basically said like God and all the Bible or God speak or whatever, it only ever refers to the one world, like this place, right? So he doesn't really believe like there could be like another world, like aliens or something. And I was all like, I don't know, man. I feel like if I was God, not to say that I'm God, that like I would have, if I was God and I was gonna make a world where like life happened, why wouldn't I just do it more than once, in different places?
Yeah, it's kind of a tough subject, And I've seen a lot of responses on both ends. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. Like,
well, none of it's gonna make sense because we don't fucking know.
Because somebody said like,
I just feel like if I had that power and I created Earth, why wouldn't I do the same type of thing
in other planets?
And then somewhere far off, And
maybe they do, man.
Maybe they do. I don't fucking know.
What freaks me out is like to think that there was these movies like Divergent and stuff,
right?
Where like we were just all like an experiment and shit. Like that would be kind of freaky to find out.
What do you mean? Like
they put us on Earth, and we're like an experiment of civilization.
We're an experiment, but it's a whole different race.
Yeah,
doing the experiment
that like put us here.
That would be
trippy ass shit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Just to see how kind of like advance and shit like that. Crazy.
That's just making me think. I'm like, huh. That's weird.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't believe all these conspiracies, so I'm not going to go look for Sasquatch, but fuck Trump,
Fuck Trump? Yeah, fuck Trump, bro. We're both obviously not Trump fans.
Yeah, but crazy that they found this world, and, they're always discovering new worlds and shit or planets where, like, crazy shit is happening,
Yeah, and it's kind of pointless, honestly, in my opinion. Because, like, they're finding all that shit, but, like, we're never going to be able to visit those places.
And even, like, planets... When I see a picture of a planet that they found, it looks so fake to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like hard to digest, what's going on because we're so minuscule compared to the galaxy.
It's true. We're so small compared to the fucking galaxy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like hard to fathom it.
It's like one of those things where I like lay down at night and it's dark and I'm not watching TV or on my phone and I'm like, I gotta go to bed before my mind drifts,
Before my mind drifts.
Yeah, because we're like so small compared to like galaxies. It's crazy, but
all right, well, we gotta cut to another commercial.
All right.
And we're back. And it's time for the hypothetical moment.
Hypothetical, man. After all this crazy election, new world shit.
Yeah.
What we got today, man?
All right. Our hypothetical for this episode is, if you could have starred in one Adam Sandler movie, which would it be and why? And then we have a follow-up question, which is, do you think Adam Sandler should stop making movies?
Nice.
So, you want to go first, second?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first. So, as far as Adam Sandler stopping making movies,
right?
I don't think so. Like, he has put out some trash, but
he's got a shitty rate now. Like, if I gave him like a percentage,
yeah,
I'm talking like 1 out of every 5 movies
is good
recently.
Yeah. Even because, like, we mentioned Jack and Jill.
Yeah,
that's like the
trash.
movie that was horrible for me.
It was so bad. And I remember the name of that movie I was talking about now. It's called That's My Boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember that.
And that one was trash.
I didn't like that one either. But I fuck with 1 out of 5.
Yeah, one out of 4, 1 out of 5.
Yeah,
like
I fuck with it, bro. Because like all his Netflix movies, the only one that has stood out to me, it was The Cobbler, and I really enjoyed The Cobbler movie.
I like The Do-Over.
See, I don't even know The Do-Over, so maybe I could give it a chance and maybe I'd like it. But as far as what I know on Netflix, because he has a contract with Netflix, I guess, to put out a certain amount of movies.
So you think he should be making more movies?
I think, yeah. I mean, fuck, he's super rich. He's still getting money. Even if I was shitty at something, but people were still paying me, fuck it, why not? Like,
keep making the bag.
Yeah, keep making that money and fucking put out however many movies, and if one of them hits, like, fine. If not,
yeah. See, I'm fine with him making movies still too, because I see like 3 spectrums. I see like the movies that are completely bad that I probably don't even finish watching.
Yeah.
Then he's got like this middle ground movies where like they're okay. Like, it's not like the best story, but at least it's got funny moments. And then he's got like every couple movies or whatever the percentage is, he gets you this movie where you're like, all right, that movie was fucking good. Like it was funny, and it's classic Adam Sandler. Like we know what he does now. We know what his roles are.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe I'll get some grief for this. Maybe I won't. But I would rather see 5 shitty Adam Sandler movies and get one good one out of it than watch another Fast and Furious movie.
Dude, I'm so fucking done with Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
That is a true statement. What about the other question? If you could have starred in any of the Adam Sandler movies, which one and why?
Just based off like a fan perspective, you know?
Yeah. Well, also think of what the movies are. Because if you pick The Longest Yard, then you're in jail.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm picking The Longest Yard.
So you don't mind being in jail?
I don't mind being in jail because, like, at the end of the day, it's just a movie and I'm just being in it, you know? Like, I'm not living that life.
We're talking unrealistically.
Yeah, because you're just an actor
an extra
that gets to be in it.
So you think that it would be more fun to be a side character in the jail movie than any of the other movies?
Longest Yard, and here's why. So I was a big WWE fan growing up.
Right.
There's a lot of WWE legends in that movie.
There really is, dude. You got fucking Stone Cold, Goldberg's in the movie.
Yeah, Nash
is in there. The Great Khali.
Nash.
Kevin Nash is in there?
Yeah. Is it Kevin Nash? Yeah.
Isn't his name Kevin Nash?
Isn't he the one that takes like the testosterone or whatever? No, the estrogen.
I'm not sure, honestly.
Like, my nipples hurt.
I want to say he was a wrestler, but I'm not sure if it was Nash.
Yeah, Nash was in there, and I just feel like I'd meet so many people in that movie because the list is just so huge of stars that were in that movie, like Chris Rock, Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider, even if it's for a moment, like
Nelly's in it.
Nelly's in it as well. So
there's a couple of professional football players in it, like the black guy, who's the leader of the black crew. He used to be the wide receiver for like the Indianapolis Colts.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, his real name anyway, but he was a wide receiver for like the Colts or something. So you'd go with
Longest Yard. I mean, I was a big football fan when I was younger too. So football, wrestling stars, the whole movie, man. It's just like a really, really great movie.
All right. For me, let me think. There's so many Adam Sandler movies, bro. And it's like I get to be an actor in one of these and like hang out with these guys.
Yeah.
Damn. I think it's got to be like, I think I'd be in Funny People.
Funny People?
Yeah. Because that's him. And it's got Seth Rogen in it. And Jonah Hill. So like those, it's got like Seth Rogen crew people mainly, and like Adam Sandler. But I just like the movie because it's like basically stand-up comedy type movie. Everybody's funny as fuck. I feel like I could have been a side character in that movie, just some funny ass little role.
Yeah, and there was a lot of good people in that movie too. I feel like.
Yeah, it's not even one of his bigger movies, I would say, but like I just like the cast. Yeah. I just like the cast. Cool, the other one that came to mind was Grown Ups, because like Grown Ups, it's them, and it's not even that crazy of a movie. Like nothing ridiculous happens. It's basically like
here's all parents.
Yeah,
parents.
It's like parenting, but like you and all your best friends, like you moved on into different aspects of your life, right? And then they just come back and they be normal, and they just fuck around with each other. And I thought that was a really good little aspect. So I feel like I could have been the sixth friend, you know?
It's like midlife crisis reunion, you know?
I'd come back. I'm the friend who like. Who was the single friend in that movie? David Spade was a single friend.
Yeah.
I'd be the nerdy friend, I guess.
Right on, man. Yeah, Funny Guys is a good one. I think a strong second place for me would be
Waterboy, the only other football movie.
Probably Waterboy, yeah. Yeah.
I could never be in Waterboy,
but I don't know, man, because it's like super southern. Like,
it was too, like, I just picked, that's too stupid. Like, you can't have a Mexican dude in Waterboy, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna be there like,
I'm gonna go
how y'all doing?
I'm gonna go eat gator and shit. Maybe I was like the lawnmower mechanic or something.
Yeah, man, no way. I could not be in that one.
That's such a classic too, though. Yeah, probably be Waterboy.
There's so many movies to pick from; it's hard to choose.
Yeah, it's so good, but
I think it'd just be cool to meet the dude. I'd be down to meet Adam Sandler. I bet he's funny as fuck in person.
I always wondered that, man. Like, what would it be like to meet him? Like, is he joking around all the time? What the hell is going on?
Is he genuine?
Yeah, because, I denounce 99% of Trump supporters.
Is he a Trump supporter?
Adam Sandler's a Trump supporter, but I can't denounce him. I just like his shit too much.
I didn't know he was. I figured most rich people would be though, because he's giving them like tax breaks and shit.
Yeah. So I mean,
because like Ice Cube's a supporter and like
no, he's not.
He basically is.
No. I watched him actually talk about it, and you know, I mainly get my information from CNN, and CNN was trying to twist it like against his favor or whatever. But basically, the Trump administration reached out to him to help with like some sort of project for African American people,
right?
And so he went there, but he's not a Trump supporter. He never said that. Like the reporter was literally trying to say he was a Trump supporter, but he's like, no. If the Biden campaign would have reached out to me, I would have talked to them as well, but they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. So
but didn't he say he supported Trump like in the first election when it was him against Hillary?
I don't remember.
Well, either way, there's an image out there that he might be a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And I also don't give a shit because he's like one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
I fuck with his music, and I don't. It's like the whole R. Kelly thing, dude. Although this is gonna sound fucked up, R. Kelly did some fucked up shit. He's gonna pay for it. You know, all that stuff with women, surviving R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
But when like some of his old school music comes on, like I like the songs, bro. It's just too embedded in me. Like I like the music. I don't know what to do about it. It's like, I don't know if this directly relates, but like imagine someone growing up watching the Cosby Show, right? And they love the Cosby Show.
And now they found out what
he did. But now they find out what he did. And it's like, damn. But I fuck with Ice Cube's music, and I fuck with old school R. Kelly. Like 1990s R. Kelly.
It's like the same way for me with Adam Sandler, because like I'm pretty strong politically, like in my beliefs.
But he just makes too many good movies.
Yeah. He just makes too many good movies. It sucks.
All right. Well, that's the end of the episode. That was the hypothetical moment. Like and share. Find us on Facebook. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but we don't really use Twitter that much. So probably not the best place to like say what's up. And then share us with your friends. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your grandparents. I don't care who listens. Just tell somebody to fucking listen.
Yeah, and videos are coming soon, so be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the whole video thing. The hardest thing about it is we don't even know where to look, you know, because there's like a camera in front of us right now, and we're not even sure we looked at it right.
Yeah.
And then editing too is like there's a hurdle because we're trying to figure out how to. We want to sync it exactly. We don't want it to be like you watch the first half and it's like, oh, that looks good, and then the second half, fucking, it looks like I'm talking and nothing's coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Because one, it's embarrassing, and two, it's fucking embarrassing,
and three is embarrassing.
Yeah, for real. But tell your friends to listen. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, pretty much anywhere you can find a fucking podcast.
Yeah, and anybody that listens consistently, thanks for the support. And
yeah, bro, big ups.
Great episode 38. Peace.